Welcome to the Virtual Channel Network's Coaching Corner. I'm R.J. Adams, and this is Rob Adams, who is actually the director of the Actors Workshop and has been coaching with me here for 16 years now. Yes, he's my son. And we're going to do questions and answers today because we get so many of them. Thank you for your support and your interest in the Coaching Corner. We really appreciate it. And we actually answer your questions through our actors here. Rather than going, here's a note from John from Burbank, here in North Hollywood, it cuts to the chase. Okay, so who has a question?
Then what do you think about nepotism?
Nepotism, are you referring to someone specifically?
But Dr. Frankenstein, don't you...
That's Frankenstein.
Dr. Frankenstein, don't you think you've created a monster?
Yes, that is true. Some would say that.
So what do you think the difference is between dramatic acting and comedic acting?
Nothing. If you do it right, you're playing it straight on and it's always the same. You just be who you are, and the comedy is within the being who you are.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, he's dead right about that, is that the best comedic actors, if you will, Lucille Ball, the Three Stooges, as absurd as they were always very serious about going to someone's house and fixing the plumbing. And they just screwed it all up. And that was what made it funny, was the situation.
Well, if you take actors like Leslie Nielsen, who were dramatic actors,
right,
and then became comedians, and then like with Robert De Niro, who does a lot more comedy now than he used to. They play it straightforward, and that's where the comedy lies.
Yeah, and Leslie Nielsen, if you watch him on Airplane, is terrific, you know, and Don't Call Me Shirley. Deadpan serious. It was terrific stuff.
Rob, you're always talking about sports. What does that have to do with acting?
I've done acting for so many years, 20 plus years, and I played quarterback for 15 years, and to me they're one and the same from the standpoint of the brain thought process. The more you think, the less you perform. You have to live in the moments just like you have to in acting. As an athlete, you deal with what's happening right now in present time. You know what I mean? The past, what's going to happen doesn't matter. It's what's happening right now. And because of that, it's a frame of mind. A lot of athletes call it being in the zone. Well, what the zone is being in a situation where you're so focused, concentrated on the moment at hand, an exercise of concentration away from yourself, that you're not thinking, you're just completely reacting. And because of that, to me, the best athletes, a Tiger Woods, a Tom Brady, you know, those kinds of guys are so great at what they do, and they excel because they're just trusting their instincts. They're trusting what they know. As actors, it's the same thing. You look at a Denzel Washington. It's just him being who he is, and he's trusting his instincts and living in the moment. So to me, it's the mental aspect of it is an exact replica of each other. They match each other because of that reason.
When you're addressing envelopes to agencies, do you write seeking representation on the corner of the envelope?
Yeah, keep it as simple as you can. I mean, if you know who the theatrical agent is that you're addressing to, put their name on the envelope. Otherwise, just in the lower left-hand corner, seeking representation.
RJ, what are your thoughts on cover letters, scented resumes, and glitter in the envelopes? When when you open it and then all the glitter like falls on their desk.
Only if you never want to work again.
RJ, I want to get my son into acting, so what do you think about child actors, and do they need training?
You know, the one great thing about children is that they are children. And if an acting coach, let me give you a good example of that right now.
Did you make it out?
You see, this sweetheart here already knows how to act. And that's, any good director, any good agent, that's exactly what they would want, is a child, to act like a child. Now you might say, well, what about training a child as far as auditioning purposes and things like that? I think she's too young. I think you get a little bit older, you know, 6, 7 years old, then they have to learn how to go in and audition. They have to learn more about the behavior, their conduct in a casting office and in the reading. But beyond that, acting, quote unquote acting, you stay away from that until they get to such an age where the adulthood starts to creep in and ruins everything. You know, then you have to go and train and learn how to undo all of that. But it's the best thing she's got right there, this child, just who she is. This is Rob's daughter, Ray Ray, who we call Rachel, is Ray Ray.
Yeah, Rachel.
Yeah, Rachel. So if you have any questions, just drop us a note in the contact page, either at theactorsworkshop.com or go to the Virtual Channel Network and their contact page and send us a note, question, whatever you have. Be happy to help you out. Until the next segment, Rob Adams, R.J. Adams, we'll see you again.
Say bye.